All right, folks, this is David, Commercial Dave here. Got a 2015 Harley Davidson CVO. It's a Street Glide CVO, and I installed a Harley Davidson wireless remote garage door opener. It's a two-part installation. You got part of it that's on the actual motorcycle itself. That's the transmitter, and then you have a receiver which is plugged in. They give you a tremendous amount of wiring that I've just kind of bundled up there, but in any case, a receiver that plugs into a wall socket and then hard wires into the back or the switch terminals of the remote, or of the garage door opener. Also in those very same terminals is the wall switch, which, whether it looks like a little doorbell type switch like this one is, or whether it's one of those huge panels that has a light button on it and all the fancy stuff, it doesn't really matter what the switch is. There's basically either 2 or 3 wires coming off of it, and they terminate back here on the back or side or top or wherever your wires terminate to the actual unit itself. That's why it always works. You never have to worry about batteries. You never have to worry about signals or signal strength. You press the button, it opens and closes, when the remote sometimes may or may not for various reasons. So with that being said, there's an antenna off the back of that as well. Just let it kind of hang down. Make sure that all the wires are in and terminated. You will have to hold the programming button when working the switches on your motorcycle. I didn't realize that until after I'd already installed the unit that high up in the air. So what I did is I took a broom handle and held the switch to hold it in the programming mode, and then came down here to the bike itself. And I'll explain exactly what all was done on the bike too, but in any case, while holding the programming button, I had to cycle in a certain order the headlight switches to get it to sync up. And once you get it to sync up, the light goes out. Now, the only thing I haven't done yet is actually try the door itself. Everything was unplugged, so all I did was just sync the unit. So I'm going to try this on live video, and if it fails, well, yeah, I screwed up and I'm going to look bad. Won't be the first time. The receiver, like I said, is up high. The transmitter, which transmits from the bike, is in the fairing itself. Plenty of places that you can hide all kinds of electronic devices in the fairings of these things. It's just a big hollow area where antennas and different wiring mechanisms are, harnesses, etc. So in any case, all of that's in there. Depending on what bike you have, you may need a Harley Davidson specific harness. This one did have to have one, and all that harness is it just allows the signal to work from that universal Harley Davidson remote. It allows it to synchronize into the wires of the bike, and it's just less splicing, less potential damage. It's like a factory install, if you will. So without further ado, I am going to go here and line up on the buttons. Now, the way this is supposed to work, there is no garage door opener button. It works off of the trigger from your headlight switch. If wired correctly, it should allow me to, if you'll remember, like on your cars or trucks, whatever you drive, you know how like when you pull the lever back on your turn signal or wherever your headlight flash button is, it'll flash people. Well, Harley has that too, and that's this button right here. If you just press it down, it's like a spring-loaded button, and it'll just flash someone without leaving your brights on. If I did it right, voila, it worked. Well, so far I'm a hero. I want to hit it one more time just to see if it stops it, just like it should. Yes, indeed it does. And one more time, brings it right on down, just like a remote control would on on the handheld remote that you've got that stays in your vehicle. And everything's hidden, and you really wouldn't know that the vehicle had an access to get into the garage. And when you turn the vehicle off, it shuts down the power to everything on this, and when you lock it, they can't turn the power on. So therefore, there's no way to break into your garage. They can't break the glass, hit the button, and open your garage like they can on the remote on your vehicle that you've got over the visor. Well, all that is just a way for somebody to get into your house. At least this way, when the power's off and you've got the cylinder locked, they're not going to be able to gain easy access. Again, there you have it. Harley Davidson wireless garage door opener, installed and working like a champ. Ride safe.